Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sin. Be sure to follow us over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join a discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. If you're enjoying these reviews, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So we're up to episode 14 in Amphibia, and I like the lessons. It's very, to me, it's like, oh, it's the same kind of old stuff, but it's the stuff I kind of grew up with. But these lessons don't exist in cartoons anymore, and I'm glad the show does these things. It takes the time to show these type of, the character learns something, that they grow closer to their friends, they realize they were doing something wrong, they overcome it. I like that. I like this. It works well in this type of show because a lot of the episodes you could probably watch in any order. There is, at the end of this episode, there's some continuity that connects it. But for the most part, you can watch at least probably the episodes 2 through 13 in any order, really, without losing too much of it. But episode opens up, Anne versus Wild. Remember Man versus Wild? And it's Anne looking through her backpack. She's looking for some lotion because she's like, my hands are getting pretty dry. Because she's going to start running out of her human things that she brought with her because she only can carry so much in her backpack. She's been here for a while, at least probably a month or so. But she's looking for some lotion and she finds one of her she had a bath bomb with her. You know, the things you throw in the bathtub and they get all bubbly and they smell nice. So she's all happy about that. Goes to go show the family, but they're all getting ready to looks like they're going on a trip. She's like, oh, where are you guys going? She's like, oh, we're going camping. And it's going to be outside, it's going to be bugged, it's dirty, it's nasty. So we didn't even invite you because we just realized you probably wouldn't want to go because it's not your thing. But Anne she gets upset because she still wanted to be invited. And she's like, oh yeah, I love camping. And you can tell she's just putting it on just so she can go with them because they know she's human and she's not gonna like the same things that the frogs like. But she convinces them to invite her along and she's like, yay, I get to be part of the family. That was the whole thing. She just wanted to be part of the group. She didn't even care what they were going to go do. She just wanted to be part of the family. But this is when right from the very beginning, we get all the stuff that's going to make her uncomfortable. Sprig's like, oh, we gotta wax you down with this, looks like honey, but it keeps all the bugs off you. And he's like smacking her in the face with it, like rubbing it all over. And just the look on her face is like, oh God, here we go.
Here we go. And back around. Oh, looks like I missed a spot.
Totally not regretting this.
They get to the campgrounds and the Planner family, they're having a great time. They're loving it. But Anne's like, oh yeah, I like it here. Roughing it's great. Like she just keeps pretending she enjoys all this. Then we get the little mini montage. It's like a montage in every episode. They go fishing. She gets pulled in the leg. Big giant monster fish is chasing her. She tries to set up her tent and it's like this, she's basically like a stick and a sheet. Like she has no idea how to make a tent. It falls over and somehow it bursts into flames.
Come on, kid, throw some dirt on it. Get some water.
Like, okay, how did that happen? You're so bad at setting up a tent, it killed itself. She's walking in the woods and then she gets a bite on her back and it's like a spider, but this thing is huge. The creatures in this show are equal parts amazing and horrifying. If I saw a spider that big, oh my God, that'd shoot it, burn it, kill it. This thing is a monster. Night comes and they're sleeping outside and they're in their little sleeping bags. And look at little Polly here and her little round sleeping bag is the cutest thing ever. It's like a sleeping bag for a basketball. But Anne ends up rolling over, falls into the briar patch. She has all these bite marks on her from all the bugs and Sprig's trying to help her out and he's like, hey, Anne, you're not having a good time, are you? You're not enjoying this. You can go home. They offered her to just take Betsy home, their little snail. And they're like, you can just go home. You don't have to be out here with us. We're not going to force you. We know you're not going to like it. But she just keeps lying and saying, oh, I think it's great. It's wonderful. She gets that make or break moment of I can tell the truth and say, yeah, you guys are right. I'm not really digging this. But she decides to lie some more. She's like, oh, my problem is this isn't, we're not really roughing it. This is way too easy. There's people having picnics and there's stuff I need to do extreme camping. And I guess there's this Crocodile Dundee type guy hiding in the bushes oh, you want to go on a real camping extreme adventure? So he's like, I know a place. Starts talking to the family. He's like, yeah, I could take you to a place that's really dangerous. It's really roughing it. This is nothing compared to this. And this guy just seems like a crazy person. I don't know. But of course, Anne has to keep the lie going. She's like, oh yeah, that sounds wonderful. They end up going, this little, I want to run the clip here. It's short, but that a really beautifully animated, the drawing, the depth of the forest and everything. A lot of detail in that tiny little clip. I loved it. It looks so cool. I love the attention to detail in the show is amazing. This next part kind of reminds me of a Disneyland ride, like it's the Haunted Mansion, because it's kind of like a walkthrough almost, where they're walking through like the scary part of the forest and you see like a skeleton and it has like a sign that says "Save yourselves," and everyone's getting all freaked out and scared. You see the bug going by, and we see a cute little snail thing, and then Spring's like, "Oh, look at that cute guy." And then over on the clip.
Aww.
Like the spider just gulps him up, and the look on Spring's face. I love it. This show just has such great expressions. Like this is the, oh my God, we're gonna die out here look. That is exactly what this is. They get to their campsite. We have the guy's like, "Oh, you guys want to hear a scary story?" And everyone's like, "Nope, that's okay. I'm cool. I don't need to hear a scary story." But of course, Spring's like, "Yeah, I love scary stories." This guy tells the story of these mud people. I thought he was just making it up. Like it was just a big joke. Like he was gonna try to scare them. Apparently this is true. So he's like telling the story about, oh, there's these mud people and they lived out in the forest and they eat other frogs and are like cannibals and stuff. And he has this crazy laugh. Then he's like, but then I have to go to the bathroom. He just like takes off. And everyone's completely freaked out. But of course she keeps lying. She's like, I'm having a grand old time. Our wilderness guy comes back and they're like, hey, what's up? He like falls over, has an axe in his back. I'm like, holy crap. I still thought this was part of like the gag or like the joke. He falls over. All the lights go out, but then Hot Pop's like, oh, I brought my my fire starter here. So they start up the fire again, but they're surrounded by all the mud people. And I thought, okay, he set this up to scare them or steal their stuff. Or there had to be a setup. But no, these are like the actual mud people. Like these aren't actors or anything. They have all these weapons and stuff, and they're gonna kill them, like, and eat them. They're like cannibals. And during the story, they said there's only they're scared of light and they're scared of cleanliness, like being clean. So they're running away. They get some torches. They try to fight them off. These things are too good for them. They can't stop them. But then Anne remembers she still has her pretty princess, bath bomb, and she throws it. And it's like there's like a nuclear explosion of cleanliness. It's like ridiculous, but it's awesome looking. Cleans all these mud people, but they're just frogs. But these have like really long legs, and they hate being clean, so they take off and run away. And like, hooray, we beat them. We like, let's get the hell out of here. Then Anne has her coming clean moment. Coming clean. She goes, guys, I'm sorry. I hated this. I didn't want to be out here. I felt sad because you guys weren't inviting me, and I'm human. I'm not a frog. I'm not a planner. I'm not really part of your family. And I feel lonely, and I want to be part of something. And then of course they all feel bad. They're like, oh, we just didn't invite you because we didn't want you to, have a bad time. But to you, it was more important just to be part of the group than it was the activity being done. I just wanted to be a part of it. So if they all kind of have that hug family moment, like, oh, we'll invite you along, even if we're gonna hate it. Like it's like a backwards way of thinking, but. The guy who we thought died didn't. I guess he's wearing his axe-proof vest. And he's like, oh man, what happened? And they explain everything that just happened. And this conversation, I wish I could play the whole clip, but I'm only relegated to like 5 seconds or Disney's gonna freaking kill me. But see this episode just for this conversation, because it's like, yeah, the mud people come in. It's like, oh yeah, okay, And he just keeps answering them like, oh cool, man, oh no way, man, that's crazy. Like it just goes on and on and on. It's such a funny scene. But
crazy cannibals?
Wow.
They tried to eat us.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, actually, it turned out they were just frogs.
Oh, no way.
And he's like, well, okay, you guys want to go hit up those pancakes? Because that was like their thing. We survived the forest. We're going to go eat pancakes in the morning. And they're like, oh yeah, let's go get pancakes now. So they just go have that. We don't get to see the pancake eating scene. They get home and remember what I said about continuity? Yeah, this is an episode that you kind of have to watch in order as opposed to the other ones. Because Anne finally goes, hey guys, I didn't tell you about this, but this is how I got here. She pulls out that music box or jewelry box or whatever it is. And she's, this is how I got here. And she shows it to the family. And she's like, have you seen anything like this? And this, I do this in real life to people. And it's funny every time.
Nope. Never seen anything like it.
I think he's going to say something profound and interesting. But he's like, nope, nothing. But Hot Pop's like, oh, I'm going to head off to bed. I'm like, he knows something. There's no way he would have just walked away that way. But of course, everyone's like, oh, I guess we'll try to figure something up about this box. But Hot Pop looks through like some of his old books and sees that it's like the calamity box. Beware, destroy, like do not use this thing. It's kind of like a Pandora's box, I guess. But Hop Pop knows this thing's dangerous or has some type of power to it. But boom, that's right when the episode ends. It's a funny episode. We got a good lesson about, being part of the group. Also, don't lie. If you're just honest up front, they would invite her like, oh, I just wanted to be invited too. That's all she had to say. But that's like admitting like a weakness. And, no one likes to admit that they're weak at anything. But I think Anne learned that lesson. So that was a really good, like outside of the furthering the story. Hop Pop finding out about the box, that's pretty cool. We're going to learn something about this. Hopefully this thing has some type of magic power, or it's a weapon, or it's a cursed item or something. But hopefully we start getting back to that overall story from here on out. But another fun episode. This one's important because we got that story element at the end, but it also taught a really good lesson. Going to be episode 15 and 16 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one.
Oh my gosh.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.